morning and blessings from Mikayla and I. Welcome to MIKAYLA Travels. Today is Tuesday, April the 7th, 2020. And as you know, all of us are trying to be careful with the COVID. And not because of panic and not because of lack of faith, but we ought to be prudent. I always say prudently precautious. And respect others and be considerate. So the other day I was in Walmart and I was looking through the elastic place. I mean, you know, where they would have elastics, because I wanted to see if I can make these masks like this with these elastics. So a lady had saw me trying to scan the area and she says, "What are you looking for?" And I says, "Well, I'm looking for elastic because I want to make a mask for my dog and my service dog." So she says, "Oh, they're all out everywhere." So I said, "Oh, okay, thank you." So I walk away, and so then she says, "Oh, wait a minute, but I made 100 masks and I donated them and these are left over." So she pulled out these 2 masks, and so I adjusted it for Mikayla. I sewed like these little parts to go around her nose, and I didn't make it too snug, so because I didn't want to make her uncomfortable. And then I used this gentle lead just to hold it in place. It's not a muzzle. People think like, "Oh, is she bite or something?" No, she doesn't. She doesn't need it, but I use it for so many uses on her. So she's doing pretty good. I added a little nose. She doesn't really like it, but she's obedient and she's learning about social distance, believe it or not. She's understood. The other day, that same day, the guy went in the aisle and I was looking for potted meat. He was looking for the same thing, so we're both scanning the aisle like real meticulous and real focused and concentrated. And he was looking for the same thing I was, and I didn't know and he didn't know, till I saw him say, "Aha," when he pointed out the product, which is the powdered meat. And then I said, and then I'm sorry, I'm looking down at her because she's on my foot. So she's learning a lot, like not to be on the ground too much, but this is just normal for them. So I'm choosing places where dogs don't normally go, other dogs, for her to be at too, to see if that helps, or animals. That's kind of hard to do. Well, anyways, going back to the story. So he says, "Oh, I was looking for the same thing." He says, "Yeah, me too." And then I says, "Okay." He says, "You want one?" And he reached for one to, hand it to me. And Mikayla got in between us and nudged me on my leg. And usually she'll do that if she's trying to tell me like I'm coming down with something, like an alert. She'll nudge me and push me to a chair nearby or something like that. So when she knows I'm going to get lightheaded or vasovagal, which I've had before, and we've ended up in the ambulance together to the hospital. But anyways, thanks to the Lord, that's not been happening. Lately I've been taking care of myself super good, and the blood of Jesus is upon me. He allows certain things, I believe, for His glory. So He just uses her. She doesn't get the credit, but she gets some credit. But the Lord really uses her. So she nudged me like, "Mom, you're getting too close." And that was pretty cool. Okay, so we're going to do our rounds today. We haven't been out for a while, so I wait to do everything at once so I don't have to get out again. All right. Toodles, poodles, and be safe. May the blood of Jesus be upon you and us. Amen.